in the last video I showed you this awesome find from Goodwill, a $6 clear grab bag, and what it kind of did for me, which was some dolly magic. And I explain all that. Please go watch it. And I explain how I thoroughly enjoyed this and ended up, although there was 2 dolls in there, I ended up loving this one a little bit more in its story and background. So now I want to clean it, and I want to clean her, and I want to fix her up and make her look good. I want to change this hair, and especially these wonky eyelashes. They're not looking too good. With this, I also want to clean the clothes. These ones smelled a little bit. I don't know if they'll always come like that. You know, this was caught up in Goodwill, so who knows why it has smell, but it does. I'm also just taking a minute to show you how neat this outfit is and how everything is all so particular. And I'm going to try and wash particular. And I think with anything I get from her, I'm going to have to really pay attention to the fabrics and the buttons and the snaps, because I don't know this product and I don't know what they used, and I just don't want to take a chance of rusting or it turning green and tarnishing or anything like that. So for the most part, yeah, you just got, that is just neat. The detail, look at this, the detail and the hand sewing in this, I can just appreciate this. I've not done clothes, I've done curtains and things, but I can appreciate good work when I see it. So all I've done is sprayed that with Febreze. That was that. And just as quickly, I'm rinsing it out. When I do the Barbie clothes, especially if they got cigarette smoke, I'll actually soak them for a good amount of time, then soak them with Febreze in the water, then soak them and rinse them out. I'm not doing that here because it's just far different fabrics and far different things. When I'm done, I'm just taking it out to the backyard, and this is what we call blocking, I believe. But first, I'm just rinsed her out best I could, not too hard. Again, I don't want to leave marks on the fabric. I gotta thank one of my aunties actually for teaching me some of this stuff when she made homemade sweaters, and taught me a little bit of how you block them and make them look good. I got all the buttons set up because I want this to dry, and by blocking you make it and force it to dry a certain way so it's in form of how it should be, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm just shook it out, and then I'm going to lay everything out here nice to dry, lay flat to dry. Even the jewelry, I was very quick in my washing with that. Again, I don't know if it'll rust. And here we go again, blocking, laying all of this out. Those things, I had no clue how. So this is my first time, but I think, you know, I'm using the same concern I would use for delicate, fine, normal person clothes. So this should work. First off, I wanted to clean her body, and remember those marks that were on the arms, to be sure that was going to happen, to make her look really nice and clean. Bear with me as I show some detailed here, because some people who watch this don't speak English, but they can kind of look and see the products and see what I'm doing. So I have an old soft toothbrush. I always save those for cleaning whatever. Use some plain old hand soap, everything very gentle, and just rinsed off and scrubbed what needed to be scrubbed. Those marks did come off her hands, which I was so happy, and the knees were also a bit dirty. I didn't know if they would stay, because sometimes that happens. So next I wanted to work on her hair. As pretty as that was, I wanted it out. I don't know, some of it might have been factory. Look at those rubber bands, and see, that's what I'm learning with older stuff. The rubber bands don't last, and they look kind of bad. There's a mark here, which is no big deal, just something I'm noticing. I have looked at Jean, researched a bit, and sometimes the faces turn weird or the bodies turn yellow. I think it's a catch and miss, I don't really know. This was a new experience to feel her hair and see what kind it is. I don't know what kind it is quite yet. I hope I can find that out. It feels pretty close to Barbie stuff. So now, again, she's kind of turning into my experiment doll. I want to show you here the thickness of her hair. It's fair. It's not too thick, but yet it's not too thin either. It definitely gives you enough hair to make a hairstyle. And again, I don't know, it doesn't exactly feel like Barbie hair, but it doesn't feel like cheap hair either. So it's definitely, it's new to me. And again, I hope somebody will know exactly what the name of the hair is down there. So this is my first time cleaning hair on a Jean Marshall Mel Odom doll, and I was really curious how it would work out. I've seen lots of stuff where people do it and style it, so it must be good. Now we're going to move on to these eyelashes. Now I've just made this all up. I don't know quite how to do it, And this is the version I did right off the bat just to experiment again. And I poured the hot water right onto the doll just like that. Hot water being hot tap water. Then I have a clean eyelash brush, eyebrow brush, and I'm just kind of using the hot water of the tap. I'm too afraid to do it too hot because I don't know if these eyelashes will melt because I'm not quite sure what it's made of. And then I'm just taking advantage of it being soft and brushing it out the way I want it. A lot of the eyelashes come forward. I think that makes it hard in photographs. So I really want them to kind of go up more and look better. So I'm simply separating those. I don't know, some later ones I'm seeing their eyelashes look more glued on. I'm not sure if they're glued on or rooted. So maybe this wasn't the best idea, but it worked. And it's working for now. And it certainly made a huge difference. And like I said, I did not heat that water. That is just tap water. And it ends up looking pretty good in the end. It took a little bit of time, but the wonky definitely goes away. Wonky eyelashes, that is. And this is I kind of sped it up here, but I do want to show you how much time I put into it. But that's something that Mel Odom wanted, was eyelashes. So all these dolls have eyelashes. Gotta address it. And being a bigger doll than the Barbie size, it's very apparent when they're not right. So here's a before, Miss Wonky eyelashes right there. And then here's after. Once it dries, it even looks even better. The eyelashes aren't perfectly cut, but they look pretty good. So now I thought, well, I need to address the fact that we might not want to stick the head under there just to mess up the hairstyle. On top of that, might have not been the smartest thing to do if these are glued on. So how can I approach this with the doll being dressed, which this is later, fast forward how she looks. And I thought I'd fix it up, and I had to think about it and come up with this. And because I got another doll, time has passed now, and I had to fix her eyelashes too, so I thought, I don't want to mess up her hair. What do I do? So here's what I did. Now I just let the hot water run into a cup, again, tap water, not boiled water, and I'm simply gonna have to take the time to use whatever is on this brush for heat to set these eyelashes up without dripping too much and putting it all over her hair and messing that up. Pretty easy. I mean, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I stuck my finger in there to show you it's not too hot. I'm just hesitant and I want to be careful. This is the first time, I admit that. Don't hold me to the rules because I'm just trying and I just want her to look better. This is pretty good. As well, some people in the pictures, they put them like more straight out. And I don't like that in pictures because you can't always see her eyes. So I push mine straight up and give it the kind of spider leg look a little more. And that's just a preference. You can do whatever. It definitely, no matter which way you do it, as long as you get a little bit of heat, they definitely go where you want. Now, like I said, these eyelashes, and this is an older Ashton Drake, some of that you just can't fix. I don't know if it got later from somebody pulled some out or snagged them, which could have been in the bins of the Goodwill, that they're not quite fully, in line. But I feel like what I've done has definitely improved it and make it look good. And as I said again, they all got eyelashes. Every single one, every single doll, every single character, every single company these are made by. So you gotta kind of learn how to do that or cut them off. If I ever get an experiment doll, I might cut them off and see how that looks, because I don't know, I just might be curious. But I'm pretty happy with these eyelashes, and like I said, once they dry, they look even better. I hope that's been a help to plenty of you, and trust me when I say I've done it a couple more times since then, and it's working for me really good, especially this one when I didn't have to stick the whole head under. Pretty Jean Marshall. Oh yeah, dab the water off, that's helpful too, of course. Goodness, isn't she beautiful? I'm just so glad I found her. So last, these clothes, which again, I am in lust and love with. I'm just making sure for dog hair or anything else, any lint, especially because those are velvet. Maybe not real velvet, but they look and feel like velvet, and they all have texture. I'm using a simple little lint brush to get all the dog hair that might be on or dust off. And as you can see, the way I've got it folded is nice, and that keeps it looking really nice. If you're into couture clothes, they really take good care of them. I'm not that much, but for doll stuff, yeah. Now that was the toner stuff, and it's really nice, and that cleaned up really well too. I keep showing her eyelashes, and that before I did them the second time. Her hair combed up really nicely. I did end up getting this pretty little outfit. I couldn't resist. I love that's what a simple, basic jean comes in. Those bathing suits in different colors. I did not give up on my toner. I super glued the knees and then I put tape all around them. Again, I'm still hooked on it for the personal reason, and even this whole little journey started because of finding that one that looked like Grace to me. So there you have it. So now I'm putting her in there, and she was waiting for her shoes. I'm not sure if she has her shoes yet that were yellow and match this. I'm not sure about that. I did find an outfit. Oh, there's her shoes. So yeah, now her shoes came. I found a handmade outfit as well for the Gracie's doll, the toner, Tyler Wentworth, and it was very affordable. Came with the purse and jewelry and earrings. $10. Beautiful. I don't think I'll be picking into those clothes more fully, but for now, she's a memory and a story to start this. There's some Barbie shoes. Actually, those are Mego. I got the dress long on purpose so it would hide her taped up knees. Works for me, right? Yeah, the details on this seller is really nice. I think she sells other sizes too. So now Miss Jean she looks like a for real, simply basic jean with the pretty little shoes and her pantyhose, like whoever wears pantyhose with their bathing suit. I never have, but Miss Jean Marshall does. Simple hairdo. This has grown into something, and I hope to show you more. If you're interested, please let me know. And if you're not, I'm probably going to do it anyway because I'm loving it. See you next time, and thanks for watching too, really.